Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ben. Welcome to the Swanky Productions channel where I put new snowmobile content out every week in the wintertime. So if you want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I get a lot of GPS related questions, so today I decided I would make a video dedicated to how I mount my GPS and what the GPS unit that I'm running actually is, and how I get my snowmobile trail maps right on the GPS. So when you're sitting up on the sled, I think this is the absolute ideal location for a GPS. Yes, you could stick it on the bar, but the difference in looking at the trail and then just glancing down here rather than moving your head to look all the way down here is something that honestly could be a lifesaver, or I guess a life ender in the case of a GPS way down here. I think a GPS is definitely the way to go. I am a big advocate for keeping your phone in your pocket. There's a lot of things that could go wrong having the phone up on handlebars or a dash or anything like that. I think leave the navigating to the GPS. Leave the text messages and social media posts in your pocket where you're not going to worry about them when you're out on the trail. Now, obviously, looking at a GPS when you're doing 90 miles an hour, even in this location, is still extremely dangerous. Make sure you're not staring at this thing when you're riding down the trail. If you need to stop and look at it, stop and look at it. Ride safe, don't ride into a tree. But the way that I've got this mounted is actually fairly cost effective, and I really enjoy having it mounted this way. I can easily pop this off because this is just mounted with a sticky GoPro mount on the back side of the windshield, and the mount that I've got on here is actually a ball joint style one, so I can rotate this wherever I need it to be and put it in any position. Works super slick, definitely highly recommend that. And on my GPS, I've got the back door from a GoPro camera stuck to it that I've just sort of snipped the inside of it out to make this mate up with here. You wouldn't need to do that, and this is probably not something that I would recommend going to try and buy when you can just pick up another sticky mount and another mount like this and basically just snip off the section that has the fastener on it. That way these two teeth that are left will still mate up with another ball joint mount like this. To give you guys a little bit of a demonstration on how that works, pops off super easy. Definitely not the most low profile thing in the world, but it's actually kind of nice that it sticks off a little bit because then it's not right up tight to the windshield and I can aim it up enough that I can actually see it. And of course you do have to find a way to power these units, so I've got a 90 into a 90 micro USB to standard USB that just plugs into the standard plug that the sled came with. I did swap out the 12-volt cigarette lighter style for a USB style plug, which I can plug two ports into. I would definitely recommend doing that. This works super slick. You can buy these and wire them onto your handlebars. You can cut a hole if your sled didn't come with a port like this and place them in there. There's lots of different options you can find out there online. If you're not into wiring and you just want to power this somehow, it's gonna take a little bit more rigging, but you actually can plug one of these into a power bank. I've used that before in vehicles that don't have power ports, and honestly, it works really good. Out in the bitter cold, I'm not sure how long those power packs are gonna last, but it's definitely something that is worth looking into and giving a shot, I think, if you don't want to run any wires to your sled, or if you've got a sled that doesn't run off 12 volts. Now, if you've been thinking that this GPS looks an awful lot like the Garmin you've got out in your car, you are exactly right. This is a Garmin 50LM. This is a GPS that is meant to go in a vehicle. It definitely is not going to withstand any of the outdoor conditions like a purpose-built motorcycle or snowmobile GPS would. But honestly, I've been running these for years and I've had very little issues with them. As long as they're mounted in a spot that they're isolated enough from any of the vibrations of the machine or the trail, you're not gonna have any problems with them. I guess unless, of course, it gets wet or smashed up or lost or something, and that's why I buy these GPSs off of eBay used. I think I paid $20 for this GPS. I've bought bigger ones that I paid $40 for. I would definitely recommend at least trying one off of eBay. And if it doesn't work, you're only out 20, 30 bucks. Now, as far as the map system that I've got on here, this is only gonna be good for you if you're in Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, and maybe a different state. You can take a look down in the description. I'll have a link to VVMap's website. But the maps that I've got on here load in super easy just from the side. Some older GPSs will use just a full-size SD card. I think there are some out there, non-Garmin's, that might not have a slot at all. You can load this directly onto a GPS, but honestly, unless you've already got one sitting around that you want to give a try, I would say stick with a Garmin Nuvi like this. As somebody who loves to ride trails year-round, I absolutely love the fact that I can change this over in winter and summer to either be on the snowmobile trails or on the ORV trails. Super nice to be able to toggle them on and off. Definitely nice to be able to use it year round. We'll turn on the snowmobile map. And if we go up north a ways, say up into the UP, this will give us the snowmobile trail as well as any of the public land here. Some of this you have to be careful. If it's managed forest land, then it's managed forest land closed. It's not something you're gonna wanna be wandering around on. So definitely double check any of the information you see in here with some other sort of online information. But this is really nice. It's got all of your information as far as the regular roads go. But then you've also got these dash lines in here that indicate the woods roads. Definitely a nice thing to have. You actually are able to navigate on the snowmobile or the ATV trail. That can get a little bit clunky and confusing if you're also trying to navigate on the pavement, but definitely something that is worth every penny. I absolutely love these VV maps, and I definitely highly recommend them if you're riding in an area that you can utilize them. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that was helpful to you. If it was, make sure you give it a like. Let me know down in the comments section. If you want to see more videos like this, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate having you guys watching along every week. Until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, stay swanky, get out, enjoy this beautiful world any chance you get. And if you can't do that right now, here's some videos to check out in the meantime.